Imagine you're a musician. You've just written your first album that you've been working on for a few years. Everyone who's heard the music loves it and enjoys it. You know it's going to be played on the radio, so you go home and you turn on the radio. Your song comes on. You're really excited. As you listen to the song, you realize that your song has been edited, bleeped out, or changed. And you're angered because essentially your expression, your original piece of artwork, has been changed. This is censorship. Censorship should be stopped. I'm first going to define censorship for you and give you an example of it, then tell you why it's unfair, and finally tell you the impact it has on musicians. Censorship, as defined by the Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, to censor means to examine in order to suppress or delete anything considered objectionable. In music, this means bleeping out words or not letting a song get played at all. The definition is very subjective because defining what is objectionable it's very controversial. One band who's been affected by censorship is Rage Against the Machine. In 2001, every Rage Against the Machine song was banned from the radio because their music was deemed rebellious and anti-government. In 2009, their song Killing in the Name Of, which was released in 1991, was making a push to the top of the UK charts. They were allowed to play one live show on the radio where they played this song. But this song contained a very explicit line. At the end of the song, it repeats the phrase, "Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me." So, according to the BBC, they were told not to sing this line. They were told to self-censor it. But in the nature of the band, they sang the song and sang that line. They were immediately muted, and the radio host apologized for it. But in the following days following that incident, fans of the radio show were outraged. Whether they were fans of Rage Against the Machine or not, the expression of this band was blocked, and it was deemed unfair. Which leads me to my next point, that censorship of music is unfair. According to Snopes.com, 150 songs were banned from radio play as a result of the 9/11 attacks. These include songs by bands such as AC/DC, Black Sabbath, the Beatles, and even the song New York, New York by Frank Sinatra, which is a celebration of the great city of New York. They were not banned because of explicit material like curse words, but it was because of the subject matter. But this is very unfair because songs today, such as Lady Gaga, who talk about taking a ride on a disco stick, which is very sexually explicit, are not censored. So this is unfair. What should be censored and what should not be. And also, when music is censored, it's very obvious that it's being censored with either bleeped words or scratching of music. And so it essentially is pointless. Music. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, is defined as an art that includes vocal, instrumental, and/or mechanical sounds, having rhythm, melody, and harmony. Now, music is an art, much like painting. And painting, such as the Sistine Chapel here, does not get censored with nudity or other profanities. So, as music is an art, why should it get censored? All censorship is doing is suppressing the expression of an artist. Now, I'm not saying that censorship or that explicit material is a good thing or that it should be overused, but I'm saying that as an artistic form, explicit material should not be censored. I've told you what censorship is, why it's unfair, and how it affects the musicians that make music. There's a wall between musicians and their listeners. This wall should be broken. This wall is censorship.